Welcome all my dear student of TYBC physics class. In previous lecture we studied IC 555, all the important features, then block diagram of IC 555 has been studied in previous lecture. Now in this lecture we are going to see the first important multivibrator type. In previous lecture I told you that there are three types of multivibrator: astable multivibrator, monostable multivibrator and bistable multivibrator. First of all, now we are going to say about astable multivibrator. This figure illustrates astable multivibrator. In this figure there are two resistors, RA, RB, okay, and capacitor C. We have to choose the proper value of RA and RB. For that purpose we have to prepare the designing of the circuit, and that will be studied later on. First of all, this is the circuit for astable multivibrator, and this figure illustrate the waveform of astable multivibrator. As this astable multivibrator produce rectangular or square wave, so we can observe here the square wave, and this is the charging and discharging of this capacitor. Okay, we are going to see how this astable multivibrator work. Okay, see here, an astable multivibrator is an oscillator. This is an oscillator. This astable multivibrator has two quasi-stable state. Quasi-stable, that means temporary stable. Okay, and it does not require any trigger pulse. Without any trigger pulse it can run properly, and hence it is called free-running vibrator. Free-running vibrator. Okay. Now in this circuit we are going to see the operation. In the operation of this multivibrator, circuit does not require external trigger. Remember, I am repeat again and again, this is the important feature of this stable multivibrator, which is that a stable multivibrator does not require external triggering. The trigger terminal is connected to threshold terminal, that is pin number 2. This one. As we have studied this in chapter. Okay. Now there are two resistors, RA and RB. These two resistors are used whose common junction is connected to pin number 7. This is nothing but discharge terminal. An external capacitor is connected to this discharge terminal. Okay. The operation of this circuit is look like this. When output is at high state, the capacitor C What I say, when output is at high stage, capacitor C is charging. But this capacitor, when output is at high state, this capacitor is charging through RA and RB. And when this capacitor is charged fully, the voltage across the capacitor C reaches to above 2/3 VCC. 2/3 VCC. This is shown here by this curve. This curve indicates that capacitor is charges when circuit attain the high state. Capacitor is charging through RA and RB, and the voltage across capacitor reaches to 2/3 VCC. This voltage is the threshold voltage, and which is at pin number 6. Pin number 6. Okay. Which the pin number 6, which or threshold voltage, drives the comparator 1, that is upper comparator, and the output goes lows. Output goes low, and the discharge transistor is on, which is we studied in pin configuration block diagram. And the collector of discharge transistor is connected to discharge terminal, that is pin number 7, and therefore which causes to discharge the capacitor through RB only, through resistor RB. When voltage across the capacitor goes low, or when the voltage across capacitor goes below 1/3 VCC, what happens? Then comparator 2, that is lower comparator, is turned off, and capacitor again charges through RA and RB. This is the curve when threshold voltage reaches to 2/3 VCC, and capacitor, then transistor is on, and capacitor start to discharges. It does not come to 0, but it just reaches to 1/3 VCC, and when voltage reaches across the capacitor goes below 1/3 VCC, then capacitor 2 again going to start, capacitor C going to start charges, and this charge is again shown by this curve. This charging, discharging, charging and discharging is continuously goes on repeating. At that time transistor goes on switching on off, and capacitor again charges, then discharges, charges, discharge, charges through RA and RB, and discharges through RB only. So here the charging time of capacitor C is like this. T1 is the charging time of capacitor, and which is nothing but 0.693 in bracket RA plus RB C. Suppose this is equation 1. This equation 1 represents the charging time of the capacitor. This is the time during which the output is low. This is the time during which output is high. Charging during output is high. Now discharge timing of this capacitor C is, this capacitor C2 is discharged during the time, and this time is capacitor is charging through RA and RB, and capacitor discharged only through RB. So 0.693 RB C. This is the discharging equation. This is the period during the discharge. So total charge and discharge, total period is T is equal to, this is the period of charging and this is the period of discharging. period of charging is given by equation 1 and period of discharge is given by equation 2 and total charge is T is equal to T1 plus T2, that is, this is the total charge. Okay. So, from this we can write T is equal to 0.693 Ra plus Rb into C plus 0.693 RBC. Okay. Or we can say that total charge is nothing but total time for charge, total time or the period of resulting waveform is 0. Take common here 0.693 Rb and 0.693 Rb. 693 Rb, only counted, and in bracket Ra plus twice Rb into C. This is very important equation. We use the total period or resulting, period for resulting waveform. Now we are going to see how this circuit is designed. So design of a stable multivibrator using IC 555. There is one more important term is arise, and that important term is known as duty cycle. Duty cycle denoted by D. What is duty cycle? Question is always asked. This is very important point for exam point of view. Question may be asked in any format, either in answer in one sentence or in multiple choice question or true and false. The duty cycle of a stable multivibrator is called, what is duty cycle? Before that, when we are having time t, from this time t, we can calculate the frequency of oscillation, that is go up and down. And what will be the frequency? We know frequency is reciprocal of time. Frequency is the reciprocal of time, that is F is equal to 1 upon t. And when we take the reciprocal of this, we will have 1.44 upon Ra plus twice Rb into C. Why this 1.4? When we take the reciprocal of this equation T, and 1 upon 0.693 is nothing but 1.44, and this term remains as it is Ra plus twice Rb into C. This is the important equation in order to define the frequency of oscillator, because frequency of this oscillator is very important. The charging and discharging waveform is very important, or charging and discharging waveform plays a very important role in order to understand this time and then derive the frequency from time. And then I told you that there is one more important term which is arises time to time, and question may be asked on this, that is duty cycle. What is duty cycle? Duty cycle is defined as the ratio. Duty cycle is defined as the ratio of period for which pulse remains on T1. Pulse remains on T1 to the total period of square wave. So this is the time T1. T1 is 0.693 Ra plus Rb into C. This is the time. On this time, capacitor remains charged, and total time, that is T1 plus T2 is T. So duty cycle D is always defined as T1 upon T. Okay. Then what is T1? Duty cycle D is, what is T1? T1 is 0.693 Ra plus RB into C. And what is total time? 0.693 RA plus twice RB into C. So this and this getting cancelled with this, and duty cycle only we have duty cycle D is equal to RA plus RB upon RA plus twice RB. This is the duty cycle. And percentage duty cycle is obtained, percentage D is obtained by multiplying 100 to this. We get percentage duty cycle. The duty cycle is always greater. Remember that the duty cycle is always greater than 50%. Then and then performance of the circuit is very good. The duty cycle is always greater than 50%. Okay, if RA is smaller in this equation, if RA is smaller than RB, RA is smaller than RB, then the duty cycle approaches to 50%. And if RA is equal to RB is equal to R, that means if both the resistors are one and the same, then from this equation D is equal to R plus R upon R plus 2R is equal to 2R upon 3R, RR getting cancelled with, and we have 2 by 3 is nothing but 0.66, D is equal to 0.66 or D is equal to 66%. So I told you that duty cycle is always remains greater than 50%. Okay. And now designing of a stable multivibrator using IC 555 is a very interesting one. So in order to design the stable multivibrator, we should have to consider all these things. So make your concentration how we can design. Duty cycle of a stable multivibrator is 60%. So, for example, we have to take certain duty cycle and certain frequency in order to design the circuit. Okay, so duty cycle of a stable multivibrator is 60% and frequency of multivibrator is 635 Hertz. Okay. And capacitor, this capacitor is fixed valued capacitor. Okay. C is equal to 0.01 microfarad. These are the three different important quantities: duty cycle, frequency and capacitor. When we are having the value of duty cycle, when we are having the value of frequency and when we are having the value of a capacitor, then we can calculate the RA and RB, or we can determine the value of RA and B. So duty cycle of a stable multivibrator is, we already see RA plus RB upon RA plus twice RB. This is the duty cycle. And percentage duty cycle is obtained by multiplying 100 to this cycle. Now here percentage duty cycle is given 60%. Therefore 60% is equal to RA plus RB upon RA plus twice RB into 100. Okay. Or if percentage, then from this we can calculate 0.6. If percentage duty cycle is 60%, then we have D is equal to 0.6, and which is nothing but again RA plus RB upon RA plus twice RB. Okay. And from this equation, RA plus RB is equal to 0.6 into RA plus twice RB. Simply take this term towards this side and solve this. RA plus RB is equal to 0.6 RA, 0.6 into 2, 1.2 RB. Then simplify this. RA minus, take this side toward this side and take this side toward this side. So we have RA minus 0.6 RA is equal to 1. What? 0 RA. Okay, take this side. RB 1.2 RB minus RB. Solve this. 0.4 RA is equal to 0.2 RB. Okay, or RA is equal to 0.2 upon 0.4 RB. Take this 0.4 toward this side and we have RA is equal to twice RB. Sorry, no, RB is equal to, just I did mistake. I would like to correct this. RB, this side is equal to 0.4 RA upon 0.2 and then simply RB is equal to twice RA. This is very important. We should have to choose the value of RA and RB. RB should have the value of twice the RA. Okay. But frequency is given. Frequency is 635. Now this, if we know the frequency, then we can calculate the period, because period T is equal to 1 upon F, and 1 upon 635 is equal to what? 1.575 into 10 raised to minus 3 second. When we calculate this, this is the period, total period. We know that the total period of wave is T is equal to, what is total period? T is equal to 0.693 in bracket RA plus twice RB into C. We already studied this. So substitute time 1.575 into 10 raised to minus 3 is equal to 0.693 in RA plus RB, sorry, twice RB, and value of C is what? Into C is given here, 0.01 into 10 raised to minus 6 farad. This is microfarad. And microfarad, when 1 microfarad is equal to 10 raised to minus 6 farad. Okay. Therefore, solve this. Directly we have RA plus twice RB is equal to this term is equal to 1.7575. This is equal to this upon this Cn, 10 raised to minus 3, this term 1 upon divided by this 0.693 into 0.01 into 10 raised to minus 3. Solve this. We have RA plus twice RB is equal to 2.275 into 10 raised to 4. This is the value of RA plus twice RB. But from this equation 1 and 2 we have RA plus twice RB is equal to what? 2.275 into 10 raised to 4. Therefore, RA is equal to, study it, RB is equal to 2 times RA. So, this, okay, 2 into this, 2 into 2 RA. RB is equal to 2 RA. Therefore, 2 into 2, 4, 4 plus 5, 5 RA is equal to 2.275 into 10 raised to 4. Therefore, RA is equal to 2.275 into 10 raised to 4 upon 5. Take this 5 two dots toward this side. And when you solve this, we will get, when you solve this equation, you will get RA, value of R is 4.544 kilo ohm. Substitute this value. Now, if we multiply it by 2 to this value, we will get RB. So, RB is double of this. That means, when we multiplied by 2 to this 4.544, we have 9.088 kilo. These are the value of RA and RB. In this way, we did the designing of this circuit. Designing of this circuit is very simple. In next lecture, we will study the next type of multivibrator, that is monostable multivibrator. Okay, till then we shall stop here. Have a good day. Thank you.